I have to ask you something, and I want to make clear this is no Shades of Focus features because they gave you a great platform to release your film. But I just needed to ask this as we're coming off of the Snyder Cut that has been released by Warner Brothers. Is there an Emerald cut of Promising Young Woman that's like 4 hours? I need to know. Does it exist?
I love the idea. I wish, honestly, we used every second of footage we had. We shot this film in 23 days. And, that is an impossible ask, even if you're if you're making a movie that's very contained in 1 or 2 locations. We were moving location at least 2 or 3 times a week. So, often a few times a day. So the idea, the dream of having excess footage that could go into my incredibly megalomaniacal cut. But sadly, it was, the amazing editor, Fred, who has been nominated for an Oscar, which is just the most amazing and exciting and well-deserved thing in the world. It was so much of it was finding space. It was the opposite problem. We were like, how do we get, the first thing that goes is always cutaways. It's always like little still moments. The thing that I think for me next, I like actually making things in quite a contained way. I think it's quite thrilling, and I loved making this film, even though it was complicated. But what I have learned is you need a window pane with some rain running down it. You need a phone ringing. There are a few things that really in the edit, without which you're in trouble. And we were, it was tight. It was very tight.
My last big question, because it came up, Zatanna, you get into super stuff. It said that you were writing it. Are you directing it, or do you want to direct it? Does that come up at all? And what excites you about it?
It's so exciting. It's that is not a conversation that's happened at all. So I have just no insight at all. And also we're sort of still very early days. Actually, it's something that we've been working on for a while. So I've been speaking to Bad Robot, who are amazing, and all of those guys for a while. But I think until this, you just want to get the first bit right, which is the script, before thinking about anything else. And it is a very specific thing. The world of the superhero movies is incredibly exciting, but it's also like a new, different challenge too. So, the main thing for me is making sure that it's really, really good.
Would you be open to directing it if they asked you to?
Do you know what? I'm going to be a little slime ball, and I'm not even going to answer that question because I know whatever I say, they will be like, we don't, either one way or another. I know I'm so terrified of putting my foot wrong. But look, what I can say is I'm such a genre fan. I'm such a sci-fi fan. I'm a fan of witchcraft and magic and comic books and all this stuff. So this is just really thrilling. It's really fun because it's all of the sweet spots. It's the kind of, it's a dark universe. It's scary and it's magical and it's intense. And the thing about the comic book world, the DC comic book world, is it's much richer and stranger and more adult, I suppose, than one would necessarily not, if you weren't familiar with comic books, you would necessarily know. So it's a really exciting, I'm right in the middle of it, just reading as much as possible. And I love it. It's so cool.